Come with us now, if you dare, down a rickety staircase into a dank, dark basement. What awaits? The Saturday Night Freak Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Saturday Night Freak Show podcast, the movie review and talk show podcast that comes your way every Saturday. And hey, guess what? Now we're going through January, and that means we're watching the movies that were chosen by
you.
Well, first we should introduce
Maybe one
ourselves.
of you.
These are the internet radio superstars.
Holly.
Michaela.
Sean.
And I'm Colin. And tonight's movie chosen by you was...
Bay of Blood.
A.
Blood. Yeah. Sean thought...
Twitch of the Death Nerve.
Yes.
Yeah, so what... Okay, so this is...
From 1972.
Right, the third most voted for movie. We've got two more to go. Last week we did Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. 1972, and directed by...
Mario Bava.
The legendary.
Do we know it's Bava, not Bava?
The incomparable, yes.
I think it's
the
Bava.
It could be Bava.
Bava. I'm just trying. Yeah.
My last name in Italy is Foucault.
Foucault? Oh,
Yes.
see, there you go.
Yeah,
It's Bava.
it could be Bava. It could be.
We've watched a number of movies
I know, right?
by Mario Bava over the years.
Blood
Danger,
and-
Diabolic,
We've watched
Blood and
a
Black
movie or
Lace.
two.
Black Sabbath.
Oh, Black Sabbath was good.
I liked Black Sabbath.
I love Black
That was one of my
Sabbath.
favorites.
That was a great
You know,
one.
I think we might be Mario Bava stans, guys, because I feel like we've liked pretty much everything. Was Black Sunday done on this show or no?
I don't think we've done Black Sunday
I love
yet.
Black Sunday and Black Sabbath.
Well,
Both
we
are
have to
so
do
good.
Black Sunday
Yeah.
at
Was
some
Black
point.
Sabbath the one with all the different stories?
three
The
stories.
Anthropology.
Yeah.
Yes.
The telephone,
With the
the drop of
Vertology.
water.
Was it the
and
Vertolac?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dear listener, if you happen to live in the Chicago region, look for your nearest lawyer's billboard, the Vertolac,
We're like, what?
because they exist.
I
Driving
know.
to Chicago one day, I saw like, call the lawyer, the Vertolac. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's his last name.
That's his last
But
name.
it is like
There's a Vertolac.
It's a Slovakian word or something for vampire.
Yep.
So there you go. They live among us.
Yeah, and more and more.
And they're on your side.
Yeah, that is the commercial. Yes, think a bad Better Call Saul commercial as a lawyer. It's like, we're vampires, but we're on your side.
There you go.
We'll suck their blood, not yours.
So Mario Bava, I guess the movies that we have watched have been extremely stylized, right? Like he is responsible for, I think when we think of like Dario Argento movies and those kind of colorful primary color things, it's actually Mario Bava who was doing that first.
Yeah.
But that's also, kind of how you remember Italian horror now. Like it seems mainstream cinema actually has adopted that kind of primary color scheme.
Yeah, the kids these days call it bisexual lighting.
Oh,
Bisexual
Yes.
lighting.
I had no idea.
Yeah, you guys have not heard this terminology?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, when they do like all
Like pink and
curly-
blues,
yes,
and they
yes.
overlap,
Yep,
and
you're
reds and
right.
blues. Yeah.
I like it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yep.
Hey,
What does it mean?
claim it
What's
and
it-
own it as yours.
Well, that's just called that because of the colors it is, just because it's primarily pink and blue. That's all.
okay.
But it doesn't always mean things the way it does in Italian movies.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's just because it looks
You're gonna
cool.
call it bisexual, like what?
Because it's blue and pink. That's
That's it.
why.
And
That's
that's it.
literally it, Colin. You're overthinking it.
There might be
Yeah.
no depth to these
Yes.
things in the current language.
I don't
Okay, well-
mind that they label it this, but I want them to know its roots.
Yeah.
Right.
I want them to know where it came from.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
And apparently it came from Walt Disney, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, when it played in Italy, made it quite an impression. And I heard that was when they actually started making movies. They're like, we're going to do them in color. I think the first Italian horror movie that was in color was Mill of the Stone Women. You guys seen that one?
No.
It has that kind of like very lush, vivid color
I'll look
scheme.
this up.
Actual stone women?
Yes.
Are they made of stone?
Yes.
Okay.
Do they
Dope. I
mill-
want to see this.
Do they mill them?
They're statues. An artist creates stone women. Are they actually stone?
Why have we not watched this on the show yet?
You're pulling me in. Like
You might like it. Yeah,
We're putting movies on
I
the
saw
list
like a
tonight.
restored version of it within the last like 2 years. I
Okay,
think
all right.
Kino probably
Mill
put
of
it
the
out. I think.
Stone
Oh my
Women.
God, hold on. I'm sorry. I got to read this IMDb description. This is incredible. In 19th century Holland, a professor of fine arts and unlicensed surgeon run a secret lab where the professor's ill daughter receives blood transfusions from kidnapped female victims who posthumously become macabre art. Sorry, I really tripped over the words there. Why have we not seen this?
Interesting. That sounds good.
Yeah.
You'll put it on a list. Well,
Yeah.
That sounds very interesting. I would watch it.
A professor of fine arts and unlicensed surgeon. I love that.
That's where you had me. That's where you had me.
Yeah, I was hooked there.
Oh, the poster. I mean, this is probably
Yeah, I
a
was gonna say,
later,
what's the
a more
poster for?
recent poster. I assume this is not the original theatrical poster, but it is really
That's
cool.
a good poster no matter what.
There's like a woman whose face is like
Ooh,
rotting
I like
and
that.
turning to stone. It
Oh, I
looks
like
really
that.
good. Yeah,
That's
1960s. You know, the fashion's going to be incredible too.
Yes,
Ooh,
I'm,
all right,
I'm
all right,
putting that
all
on my
right.
list
I'm down.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't even see this woman's head cut off at the bottom. Did you guys see that?
Oh, shit.
It's
When you can do
delightful.
headless things
Oh my
on,
God,
posters.
yeah. Yeah, that would never fly now, right?
No.
You could never have a decapitated woman on a
An
poster?
alternate poster.
Yeah.
So,
The one inside the Blu-ray jacket, right? Yeah.
but I guess you know,
Speaking
like,
of people losing their heads, this movie.
Yeah.
We watched a different movie.
well, Bay of Blood, I think, is kind of like so Bava is also credited with either shaping the giallo or creating it.
Yeah.
There's moments in the telephone segment of the Black Sabbath, and then there's
Yeah,
the girl
I
who
remember
knew
that.
too much,
Yeah.
Girl Who Knew Much from
and then there's Blood
1963.
and Black Lace. And so the question is, what movie defined or started the giallo? Was it Dario Argento's Bird with the Crystal Plumage,
Yeah,
which
ding.
we watched,
Previous
or
episode.
Bay of Blood? Or not Bay of Blood, Blood and Black Lace. So this,
$5 for an August moon.
yeah,
Wow.
with Edvig Fennick is
Ooh,
in that one.
Edvig.
Yeah. So
Hatchet for the Honeymoon in 1970. God damn it.
They have the best titles. They're so good.
So good.
And it's always interesting to watch the movie and figure out, okay, where did the title for this movie come from this movie?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
There's a bay in this movie.
I was
There's a bay in this movie.
This one was pretty easy to figure
And
out.
there's a lot of blood.
Sometimes they're not.
Is this movie a giallo?
No. It's a
Wikipedia
slasher.
would say yes. I would say there is nothing that would say this is not a giallo.
I would
the Black Glove Killer is like one kill in the movie.
That's fine. I still think everything else, the confusion surrounding it, and the complete and utter mystery
But there's
to it.
nobody
would say it's a
investigating it. Isn't like a giallo is usually like there's somebody who's like, I got to figure out like what is happening. And
Yeah,
it doesn't
we're
seem
trying
Yeah.
to figure it
Yeah.
out.
It's the audience.
in this movie. Yeah.
This
I
is,
would-
That's why it doesn't
this is a
feel like
lived giallo.
It is an immersive giallo experience.
This is not a standard giallo by any means, but I would say it is a giallo.
And I would not call it a
Yeah.
slasher.
Oh, I would.
Well, okay, I would.
I mean, we mentioned many times watching this movie that a very famous slasher ripped off this movie at several turns.
So that is what I think this movie is famous for. Like why people remember it is because it enters into the conversation whenever anybody talks about Friday the 13th Part 2.
How could you not?
There is specifically a kill scene in this movie.
Okay, so does one
That
kill
it-
scene begat an entire we must label it this way?
I mean,
because I
well,
don't.
well,
I
It's
think
not
is
just
the
that.
only
No,
slasher?
I don't
What
think
do you
that's.
say?
No, I think all the kills are slasher kills,
But are
They're
they not
gory.
giallo kills as well?
but they're not being done by a black glove killer.
It's the motive. The motive is different, right?
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
in a giallo movie, it does seem like things are very personal or there's some kind of psychosexual element to it. This is like, I mean, I guess
There's financial crimes here. Yeah.
this is all calculated.
Yeah.
So you don't
Yeah,
have a
yeah, this is all
psychotic
documents
madman
and-
that would make it a slasher
This seems
movie.
like a perfect fusion of giallo, slasher, and noir. It is a little bit of each.
Well, I mean, if the first slasher movie is either, I mean, it's Black Christmas,
Yeah,
right? The one
yeah.
that has the form,
According to us Americans, yes.
right? Well,
Yeah.
otherwise,
What year was Black Christmas? 74?
4, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And before that, you would have, well, I mean, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is not really a slasher. It doesn't have the formula.
No.
No.
That's before that. And I mean, Psycho obviously
Psycho,
is like
yeah.
starts murder as a centerpiece.
Mhm.
Man, Psycho seems more of a slasher than this movie. ever does.
It feels like clearly there's something. I mean, the gory kills in this
Yeah.
give way 10 years later to, or at least
I suppose so. It feels more of.
I'm not saying this. I'm not saying this perfected the formula. I'm saying this started it, and then it got perfected later on.
More of Friday the 13th, but also this is like at Crystal Lake.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's on a bay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Friday the 13th reheated this movie's nachos.
But to call it a slasher just because it is.
I'm not saying that's the only reason.
No, I know. But like I think we can't say it's the only reason because just because it happens.
I'm saying all the variety of the kills mostly with sharp edged weapons. These teenagers that have no tie to anything in the story. We don't even know their names.
Random teenagers
random teenagers getting killed at a lake and having sexy time and sinning, quote unquote sinning by breaking into this guy's house and doing all this stuff.
You're very right. You're very right. Because what early Friday the 13th movie has what?
Yeah.
Take the clothes off, jump in the lake.
I totally agree. Those 4 characters, those 4 nobody characters that get killed in this, that was total slasher.
Okay,
total slasher.
You're right. I think I think where I'm getting tripped up is I think the slashers seem a little more simplified than this movie ever gets.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's throwing me off
in plotting. You mean?
Yeah, I think so because this is a very complex plot.
This is one of those movies,
and maybe just because it's Italian, I can't quite pick up everything they're saying or their motivations, and because it's all dubbed, I'm just like, what exactly is going on?
They explain everything. I mean, this time around, I had watched this before, but
is it interesting and is it keeping my attention?
It didn't the last time. This time, I guess with you guys, and we were talking it out during the movie, so then you're like, oh, okay, I actually know who did what, I think. Right?
This
you
movie?
guys? Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea who did what, and
okay.
I'm still.
Okay.
Give me 3 names, and I couldn't tell you what the characters are. Like this, I was very confused by this movie.
Because I'm forgetting Rigatoni.
Exactly.
Rigatoni.
3 people, Colin. Give me 3.
And the stonk.
Squonk.
The squonk.
The squonk is a cryptid that I was really surprised to hear get mentioned in this. Yeah.
I just remembered the name.
Apollo was the bug guy.
Yeah.
Ventura was the architect / real estate guy, signing deals and shit.
And Rigoletto, that's not right.
No,
was the countess's husband. Okay, so let's try and go through this if we can. Because obviously the listeners have suggested it means a lot of you have seen it. So we're gonna crack.
I got the names. We can do this.
Okay,
we got this. Yeah.
So the movie opens with a murder set piece. We see an old woman. She is the countess.
Correct.
And she lives on a lakeside villa.
The
bayside.
Bayside. Thank you, the bay.
Yeah, that's pretty key here, Colin.
And she's in a wheelchair, and on a night of a dreadful storm, she looks out wistfully across the
Longingly,
bay to a house with a light on, and then she looks at herself in the mirror, and we go like, "That's her." Thinking
she's
about
like,
her
I'm old." She's reimagining her youth and like the years that have passed and what has happened to her. Yeah.
And as she wheels away in her big sprawling mansion
with the reddest couches you've ever seen in your entire life.
It was, I'm always reminded of my aunt and uncle's house from my youth where they had red shag carpeting.
Yes.
Like, there's a long.
I do wish we had spent more time in the mansion during this movie.
Yeah, we never go back.
We never go back to the
mansion.
Which
that is a bummer.
Surprised me.
Yeah, I would have liked that.
But she is somebody ties a lasso around her neck and kicks the wheelchair out from underneath her, and she is hung because she, her legs don't work.
Right.
Like,
to be hung while most of your legs are still touching the ground.
I was going to say she's hung, but almost in like a plank position. Like she's laying down and like the tips of her fingers are like dragging on the floor.
Almost,
but we were saying this is a setup for a riddle. A woman is hung, but her feet are still on the floor. How did she die? Yeah.
The ice block or the wheelchair.
Yeah. Oh, well, and the killer kicks the wheelchair out from under her and it goes flying back, which is really funny. It's not funny, but it is funny.
It's No, I was going to say, it's just so cold-blooded.
It is.
Cold.
I can't say I've seen something like this before, though,
It is a person finally being... It's like a person having lived with something for so long and finally being done with it. That is the coldness of it. It's like, I'm just gone.
Like, this is fucking personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So... what I guess surprised me about this scene is we are almost immediately introduced to her killer.
We see the black gloves, we see the shoes, and then all of a sudden it like pans all the way up and we see exactly who it is.
All right, so a giallo ended and a slasher started in this movie.
Yes.
I was gonna say, like it is a mashup. That's what I'm saying.
There we
like
go.
it is
All
a
right.
book ended. Like we start giallo, and then we go slasher, and then we go back giallo.
Okay.
Like
All right.
it's
Because
it's a mashup.
is this the only time we see the black gloves in this
Yes.
movie? Yeah.
Yeah.
And so instead of having an inciting incident in the slasher movie, we have a giallo to open the movie first, and then
Yeah.
I love that.
yeah.
Well,
Mini giallo slasher.
And then a little murderception here, as you said,
All right.
Holly.
I like
Murder
this.
within
I
a
like
murder.
this.
Yeah.
Murder and murder.
so what?
Murderception.
Well, what are you talking about?
Right. So
So first of all, who is the killer?
well, I mean, we don't know yet.
But, I mean,
we
I
see
guess
who
can-
it is.
But knowing now,
But no, now it's the husband,
yeah.
Okay.
Count Filippo Donati.
So he's
Okay.
So he's Filippo.
He's Filippo. Yeah.
Filippo Donati is this man.
Red
With the
suspenders,
stash and
red tie.
suspenders.
Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and then he plants a suicide note, and we're like, okay.
The most like unbelievable suicide. No, it just said, "I'm tired. I can't do this anymore." And like, I don't know, make it a little more, zhuzh it up a little bit, you know.
I don't know. I've seen a couple.
I mean,
where that
I
pretty much
know.
covers it all. But yes.
But low effort on his part, though. You know.
Well, but I think he's going because she wrote it,
Yeah.
and it's almost like a page taken out of context
Yeah.
where she wasn't going to kill herself. But
Right.
he's like, "Ooh, this will work." Rip, put it on the table. It works for that.
Yeah.
And so
But then, surprise, he's stabbed to death right then and there, and we're like, wow, what the hell?
Right.
murder upon murder.
And somebody absconds with the body.
Yes.
And that thus begins our movie. So we're introduced to, so now we got to figure out, like, okay, who killed why did he kill the Countess and who killed him?
Right.
And so we're introduced to, I believe this guy, Ventura, is an architect.
Yes.
Yes, Franco Ventura.
And
That's a
he's-
dope house.
Yeah.
Really like nice,
house.
like
Great house.
60s mid-century
Yeah.
modern,
Again with the
like
conversation.
bay house.
Conversation page.
Yeah.
I want a sunken living room. I want that.
All like the those clean lines with
Yep.
the wood and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Art
it's so
pieces.
good. The
Yeah.
art in this house,
the like
is
space
great.
age lamps and stuff is
J&B
really cool.
whiskey.
Yep. It wouldn't be a Italian movie without it.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
I love walking in front of like a shelving space where you can look through it from one room to the
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
and have that conversation. Yeah.
And he's having an affair with his assistant,
Secretary thing?
secretary, and her name is
Laura
Thank you, because he refers to her as,
Squonk.
Yep. Squonk.
which is like him trying to.
It's
she
like a
wants to
bird or
cuddle, and
something.
he
It's
wants
a
to get out of
cryptid.
there,
Yeah.
And he says that. Okay, so he says because I'm like, okay, I'm trying to follow this. He says he's going to the castle of the Countess. The husband obviously killed her. The husband didn't kill. There's a suicide note, and he's gone.
He's gone.
But the police are satisfied she killed herself, so he's going to complete some kind of transaction, which is going to take control of the estate.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
the estate, the bay.
That was the last time I felt sure in this movie.
Okay. So it's like a circular bay, and it does seem like I thought he was going, he was in the city and he was going out to the bay. He lives on the bay.
Yep.
Yeah,
And-
right. In his house. Yep.
There's also like an abandoned gas station.
Yes.
There's also an abandoned nightclub, and there are other residents
Right,
of the
because
bay.
they have tried to develop this bay before. It seems somebody had the idea. The dead, the husband,
The Count.
the count tried to develop this in beforehand.
And it's
And it
like
failed?
it's like a tiki kind of nightclub with a pool. So it's like
Right.
It's like a resort kind of feel.
Right. So they
it's all
tried
shuttered,
before.
and leaves are in the pool, and it's
Right.
all kind
And
of
the-
gross.
Right, and it doesn't seem like the countess was for it.
Right.
She was
Based
not.
on she didn't like this idea, and so maybe the count felt that she was holding him back from all of this stuff. I don't know.
Okay, so before we get to the interlopers, right? The fucking hippies, as Sean
The
said.
goddamn fucking hippies.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have who are the people who live on the bay?
Simon,
Who's he?
Squid Game.
He's a fisherman that bites octopus on the heads for some reason.
He does. That is how
Yeah.
we're introduced to this man.
The
with
grossest
rubbing a
cut-
squid head on his face.
I've seen in recent memory.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll
Yeah.
make a character memorable.
That's why I'm like, they got to make a
Cut
Cthulhu
to
movie at some
biting
point with just,
squid.
Yeah.
squids are gross.
It was odd.
So yeah, okay. So he's Simon. Okay, who's Paolo?
He's the bug man.
There's a scene early on where the camera is following like a mosquito
Right.
What was
Mosquito
that
suicide.
about?
that dies and plops
Yeah.
into the water.
Yeah.
And I mean, having seen the whole movie, I'm like, that's some kind of joke, right? Like on Mario Bava's part, it's like even this bay kills
It's so evil.
everybody
Yeah.
dies when they come here. Okay, so we got Paolo,
Paolo's wife, the fortune teller.
who's like a witch.
Yeah.
She reads tarot cards or
Yep.
whatever,
Yep.
and she foretells bad things are about to happen
Yep.
at the bay.
He's a bug guy. She's a fortune telling lady. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
and they
don't.
hate each other.
They do. They do hate each other. They don't really serve a purpose here, other than they're just on the bay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't think that they killed anybody. Well, okay,
Yeah.
we'll get there. So
They're very eccentric.
yeah.
Yeah.
So and then there are two additional folks, and this is
Two?
Alberto and Renata,
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
and their two kids,
Okay.
and one of them
Yeah.
is played by that redheaded girl who shows up in a lot of these Italian
Yeah, what did you
movies.
say she was in? She wasn't in the
Well,
Beyond, was
when she grew up, she was in Demons as like the usher.
Okay.
But I
Right,
think
right.
she was in Deep Red as the creepy little girl who liked to pin bugs to the ground. or
Really? Oh, so this girl's just got like an aura that says "cast me in horror movies,"
whatever.
huh?
Yeah, she's been in
I mean, I
several
see
of them.
it.
So she shows up. We should actually get her name because it's like L.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay.
And so
Go to it, Holly.
So Renata and Alberto
Yeah.
are like spying on Paolo and
The witch.
Simon. Right? And it's like, okay.
Nicoletta Elmi.
There you go, Nicoletta Elmi, yeah. A star of Italian giallo and horror movies.
A star who's uncredited in this.
Okay, so we're like, okay, these folks are spying on these folks, and like, what's actually happening here,
Yeah.
and what's the dynamic that we're setting up, and we don't know who anybody is, and I guess
Right.
that's what's frustrating at this point in the movie.
Because we get pretty far into the movie without really knowing who anyone is.
Yeah. It's like the Countess died and then everyone converged on this property because it's up for grabs, basically.
Well,
and
but
that's why
do we
everyone's
know
here.
that? But do we know that? Like at this
I
point,
feel like I know it afterwards.
And it's not
afterwards.
it's not entirely up for grabs. There's people that have like a legit claim to it.
Right, no, and that's what we figure
It's-
out throughout the movie. I'm only saying that afterwards because it feels like
We're just-
it's
we're
up for
just
grabs 'cause you
suddenly-
could murder someone and then be like, it's mine now.
It's just like we're just suddenly thrust into this area and we see who's there.
Who's there,
But it
yeah.
doesn't really make sense.
right.
Yeah, they're just eccentric
Yeah.
people who live around a bay.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the bug guy and the fortune teller, they just live there.
Yeah,
Right,
And,
and the
Yeah.
other two are like Cousin Eddie who have come over for Christmas, and it's just
Yeah.
like we're here in the camper with the kids.
and Ventura, who is the architect, like vanishes from the movie. And we're
lot.
like,
Yeah.
is he
Yeah,
gonna
he
like
does.
show
Good
up
amount
at
of
some
time.
point? Like what? Okay. And then the movie takes a diversion, and these hippies show up. Are they hippies?
These
Am I
goddamn
being-
hippies. I mean, kind of. Kind of. They're, beatniks.
Are they the
Okay.
same people who showed up in There's Nothing Out There?
Oh,
who showed up
yeah.
in the lake
Yeah.
next to the house.
That's right.
Oh,
I
yeah.
forgot about them. Yeah.
yeah. Well,
They
they
show up and then are soon dispatched.
it's two couples, right?
Yeah. Well, but it felt like they have
It's
just met.
I was like, it's a group of friends. So I think it's two girls that are friends, two guys that are friends, and they're kind of on a first double date
Yeah.
situation.
And they're trying to figure out, like, no, I want the blonde one. No, I want
Yeah,
the
you
redhead.
said
And
you'd
they're
take
kinda fighting
her.
over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The French one and the German.
Crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, as they call her.
Okay, so they never explicitly say what they're doing or where they're going,
Which doesn't really matter.
And so we were like, okay, did they plan to go to this abandoned
No.
nightclub, or did they find it? Did they know it was there? I don't know. They're like going to the bay and for shenanigans.
Yep.
And
Love shenanigans.
they end up at this. I say a nightclub, but it's basically like a big empty, overgrown space with
Yeah.
a dance.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
only call it a nightclub because they called it a
Yeah.
nightclub.
Yeah.
If we
There's no
saw it, I would
indication.
not call it
And
a
like I
nightclub.
said, it's like a poolside tiki bar situation.
Yeah,
that
and then
they're
a big
calling it.
open, like,
Yeah.
ballroom-ish with a bar-ish, but it feels like it was located in a hotel. Like,
Yeah,
it's not a
right.
full,
Like it's a nightclub as like a club that you'd go to in Mexico, like if you go to Cabo, right? Like
Right.
like
Yeah.
a beach club kind of place. Yeah.
Sure.
So the blonde German woman decides that she is going to go for a swim because the pool is all gross. She's going to go to the bay, and she ends up going by herself because the other guy is going with the other couple back to the
Right, because
nightclub.
the other girl keeps pulling him into this other thing, but the guy who's with her is just like, no, fuck off, dude.
Yeah, no,
Like,
go
I'm
after
trying to
the
get
other
her.
girl.
Yeah.
But
Get
she
out of my
keeps
space.
pulling him in.
Yeah.
But he also doesn't.
Lured by J&B.
Yeah, basically. But he also.
JB?
But this guy doesn't
Maybe.
want to go with the German for some reason.
Well,
I
he's
don't
like, it's
understand.
really cold. I don't want to go swimming.
She's gonna be naked, dude. Go swimming.
Oh, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Jesus.
Yeah. So she goes and strips down by the water and then goes swimming
Yeah,
in the lake for a good long while.
As you do.
And then she feels something on her foot. And what is it? She has snared. It turns out
She's molested by a dead body.
She's caught in a rope.
So, well, the rope
right.
was tying a dead body to the bottom of the lake, and
Yes.
now it has been freed and it floats up. Whose dead body is it?
Count.
The Count.
Yes.
Okay, so the Count, we found him. He's dead. She screams, and then she is attacked by an assailant with a curved machete type blade.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I believe as she's running away,
Yeah.
she gets out and runs away.
Yeah.
And she dies in the sexiest way possible.
Okay, but
As
the
we
way,
decided?
so the curved
There's a
blade.
pose, you say. Not
Yeah.
the death, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but just the legs crossed and the looking to the camera, and it's like a pinup pose,
Yeah.
but she's dead.
But like
That's a
the
good
way the hooked sword like machete catches her throat and then she falls on it, and the way it like hits with the
Does she fall on her, or does it hit her in the
He
back?
hacks her
did
in
he
the
is
back.
that yeah the force of like the red mist coming. Oh,
Yeah, she is. I'm surprised she didn't lose her head in this.
I know.
But at this point,
The impact was
yeah,
unsettling
they
to
were
watch.
Probably like, this pose is too pretty. Keep her head.
Yeah.
right, yeah, she needs her head.
but
It
I was
wasn't very
sitting there
good.
going, like, at this point, I'm like, oh, this is actually like pretty decent, like gore effects.
I think they're great.
Oh, it's
yeah.
very good. I,
I mean,
love
they
it.
like hold up today.
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
most part.
Yeah.
Really good
really
stuff,
good.
especially when we get later on, like in the face and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
No,
these
it's
are
good.
over 50 years old and they look amazing. Yeah.
So,
But,
people-
honestly, the biggest tell is how bright the blood is.
Yeah.
But it's
Like
not.
the
But
rest.
still not even that bad.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
still
no,
not that
it's good.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like blood. Where I guess a lot of the, you had the Kensington gore of like the Hammer movies
Yeah.
that like
Yeah.
the paint of
Right.
Dawn of the Dead or something.
Right,
We,
yeah.
This
we've all,
actually
yeah,
looks like
we've all
blood.
seen that bright red.
So then I was like, who did these special effects? And
Who did it,
it's
Colin?
Carlo Rambaldi.
And we know from.
He designed E.T. He
Nice.
built the Alien. He built the Rick Baker King Kong.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, he worked with Dino De Laurentiis and like maybe even like Maximum Overdrive. I'm not sure, but I mean, he was working a
That's
lot.
for you, Legler.
Yeah, a lot of these, and these Italian movies. But I mean, like for gore, I was like, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, it's like,
It's-
It's good.
this is some good stuff.
Yep.
So then, I want to say the next victim is the third wheel of the group, right? Because
With the hair?
The hair, yeah.
With the hair.
Fucking
he
idiot
wanders to
hair.
the door, and as Sean said, catches the cleaver like in the face.
Yeah, this is good.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Because it felt horrid.
yeah.
And I think the killer pulls it out afterwards, so we
He
see
does.
the wound
We
like
see the
left
wound,
in his.
like,
Yeah.
And the way like so it hits him in like it's like
Did it
it's
split
vertical
the eye?
with his no, it went between like his nose and his eye.
Yeah.
But the way the makeup appliance is done, the actor blinks his eyes a few times while he's
Ooh.
falling down, and none of it moves. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't look like the
Yeah.
makeup appliance is moving. It doesn't look like the knife is moving, and like he's able to like twitch his face a little bit, and it all still comes together. Like I don't know. I feel like
Seamless.
Right.
Yeah,
It's good.
it really is.
It's
I
good.
feel like sometimes in movies you can tell the actor is like not moving or holding everything in place to make sure it doesn't come apart. This man, that guy was blinking and wincing, and that makeup wasn't going
It
anywhere.
was good. It was one of the most convincing ones of the movie.
Mhm.
I know from that era,
Yeah.
it's like 5-star makeup.
Yeah,
effects,
it
like
was really
it is
good.
for 1972
Yep.
for gore. Which I mean, what the competitor was like Herschel Gordon Lewis,
Right.
At that point, yeah.
Corn
Or,
syrup,
you know,
sticky blood.
or
Yeah.
Hammer, I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
So then I think the scene that that everyone compares to Friday the 13th happens. The French girl and the other guy are screwing up on the bed upstairs, and the killer sneaks up with a spear.
Yep.
And we get an amazing double impalement.
Foreshadowed by the spear in the ass comment earlier in the movie. But yes, speared.
This
into
scene,
the ground.
right,
Full ripoff, right?
is shot for shot. We see the camera approaching the two on the bed and the spear coming from the side of the screen. There's the same shot of the spear hitting the floor.
Through the bed, in the floor.
Wow.
Yep.
Now, Sean Cunningham has
I like
said
his better.
that he did not see, well, he didn't do Friday the 13th Part 2. He said he never saw it. It's a coincidence he saw it years later. He wasn't really a horror guy. But Steve Miner,
yeah. Somebody saw it.
he had to have
Somebody
seen
saw
this
it and put it in
goddamn
that movie. Yes.
Yeah, I don't believe anyone involved with the production never once saw it. You know, someone somewhere did.
No, because Friday the 13th could have done anything to that couple having sex.
Yeah.
But no, they took, which is not a spear, which is not something I don't think they're going to find on a campground.
Right.
It seems out of place for that. The fact that it is in there and does the exact same thing, somebody saw this
It's
movie.
amazing.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? As I'm thinking about it, I keep thinking that shot with the spear coming out of the girl's back, the wide shot of the, like, I've seen that from Friday the 13th Part 2, but I actually think it's either a still or it was cut from the movie, but it exists.
I think it's a still.
But I think when you watch the movie, they edited that shot out.
Yes, I agree.
But I've seen it, somewhere. Like it's, okay, so there you
they're
go.
gone.
The legacy
So our
of the Friday
four-
13th slasher movie. Right there, created in Bay of Blood.
I
Okay,
think
so
so.
they're out. So,
those four are out.
and that was a good, 20, 30 minutes of the
We
movie.
spent a long time with those kids who
We
had
did.
no impact on this movie
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Welcome to 80 slashers.
Yeah.
So then we're like, okay, motive. We're looking at, we got a psychopathic killer roaming the area, and
Yeah.
eventually we're going to get an explanation of why, or who he is. But the movie's not going there. So now so it regroups, and it's like, okay, here are the actual people who live around the bay.
Right. Who do we have left at this point?
Well, we've got so Renata and has,
The redhead.
Yeah, yes.
The daughter.
It turns out,
Yeah.
did we establish this? She's the daughter of the count
Yep.
who killed his wife.
Renata Donati and Alberto
Yes.
are the daughter and son-in-law of the Count and Countess.
Right.
Yep.
And they
Renata
have
Alberto.
found the count's body, but they find it because Simon,
The
squid
illegitimate
guy-
child of the Countess, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Correct. And we assume earlier in the movie when we meet her and she's looking out longingly over the bay, she's thinking about her affair with his father. Right? That's what we assume.
That's what Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he was over there and it's like,
Yeah, because it turns out that longing, she was looking at the house that, she set her illegitimate son up in that house. And so she was looking at his house with the light on, probably thinking about her.
I think so, yeah.
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 That was
And-
her actual love. She married the Count, but they don't have a happy marriage.
Right.
I think the love of her life was Simon's father.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so then,
Which
so
do we know?
They never say anything
Okay,
about
we
it.
never know. I'm
No.
sorry. Okay.
No, but we know that Renata and Alberto
Yep.
are at this point, we're
The Alberto. Let's think about Alberto for a second. The guy who married into a family and then his wife is like, "Hey, we need to murder some people. Can you I'm expecting you to do a lot of work in this regard. So let's go do this." This man seems like he married his way into what he thought was a regular family, and then what did he find
I disagree. I think he thought I struck gold because I married a count's daughter.
Maybe,
I think
but
that's what he's
maybe
thinking.
he didn't know that her relationship with the Countess was not great because it doesn't.
Right, because Countess is her stepmom.
Right,
Yeah.
Right.
and it seems like rocky relationship, and so
because
maybe
I think we need to specify because they talk about this very quickly in the movie.
Yeah.
So the Count and the Countess. The Countess was born into the money. She's the lineage, right?
She is it.
She inherited this
The
land.
husband married into it. Yeah.
He married her, which made him a count.
Yes.
So I think that needs to be established because
Yes.
I think that's part of the reason that
That's fair,
they're
yeah.
so shady.
Yes.
And even that revelation that you just mentioned that they've been trying to kill, that is a third act reveal shock.
Oh yeah,
Because all of a sudden the shocks are coming, because I think there are a couple more murders, or are there not?
there are because we've got Paolo and his wife.
The
witch.
The witch.
The tarot. Yeah.
They go next, I think,
Yeah.
or do they? I can't
Yes.
even remember because it got so convoluted at some point, and we're like, who's killing who? And then all of a sudden, Renata and Alberto are like, we have to kill Simon
Right,
because
but
we know
also-
he's the illegitimate heir. And it was like, but if
Right.
you just had to kill him, he's the only person you had to kill.
Right, but in the middle of this, but also in the middle of this, don't we get Ventura walking around with an axe?
So yes.
But for reasons
that's
we
great.
don't, for reasons we think, but are not correct.
Because he's
Right.
been out of the movie.
Yes.
And so we're like, he's a suspect, right?
Yeah.
He's been out of the movie. He's been killing
After
people.
the teenagers are killed, suddenly Renata is back and Ventura is back
yes.
at the same time.
I think what sets all this off is the discovery of bodies, right? Like it's like everybody comes back to the resort, and they're going through the resort and they start finding like dead corpses, and it turns out we find a bathtub of blood.
yes,
Yes.
that's so blood. Yes.
tub of
Where all the hippies have been put in there, right?
Yeah.
Like dead, and it's like, oh my god, there's dead people. Oh, the horror. And then Ventura, I think Renata sees Ventura, or like she comes into his house. Everybody, that's the other thing too. The hippies actually just go into Ventura's
They
house.
just break in and just make themselves at home.
Right.
While he's gone, they're like, yeah, we're just gonna have a party.
We're gonna have a fire. They try to make a fire in his
Yeah, they
fireplace.
fucking his bed.
Yeah, they
do
put
a lot.
records on. Like, oh my god.
But also, this is I think a staple of slasher movies. All these characters end up in the bathtub as the presentation later. The person finding all the bodies later in a slasher movie.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yep.
It just
Yeah.
happens at a weird moment.
Yeah.
It happens at like the midpoint.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very
We find the dead people, and then I guess that means that now some of our cast are aware somebody's out there killing people.
Yes. 'Cause who finds all the bodies? Is that
Renata.
the plot?
Renata
finds them,
Yeah, Renata finds the teenagers.
but she's not responsible for them.
Right. But then but then we find out, because I think she goes and co-conspires with her husband. It's like, okay, we have to, because he just killed a man. Who did he kill?
Well, before she conspires with him, Ventura comes in with an axe
Right.
Yeah.
and she attacks him.
There's a struggle. Yes.
Yeah,
And I think at the time it was like, well, okay, wow, they're giving away he's the killer. But then
But
it
they
was
wouldn't
like,
do that
Wait
this
a
early.
second, we might be misreading this. He knows.
Like we did with what's the last one we watched with the fight? He's stuck in the glass hallway, and
Well, we can't give it away.
we can't give it away.
Yep.
But it turns out that he knew.
right, yes. We're viewing. Just to say, we viewed a scene differently than what it actually was
Yeah.
before.
So I think we viewed this one differently than what it was. Like he knew that she was responsible
Right.
for some killings. What killings was she responsible for? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it,
Renata?
yeah. So the people who have to go, right? You got to get Paolo, the insect
the bug.
guy, and Alberto kills him because he finds like the dead bodies and rushes, and he's going to go call the cops. And so Alberto's like, no, I got to stop him. And so he strangles him to death with the phone cord.
Okay, yeah.
And then his wife, the tarot card reader, she is like going to look for.
She's wandering around.
She's
her
just,
husband.
yeah, I think she's just drunkenly wandering around trying to figure out what everyone's doing.
But
she had too much wine. It was just like, what's going on with everybody?
Yeah,
And she finds Ventura, who has been stabbed and wounded, and she
Right.
thinks he's dead. And then she's beheaded
yes,
by
a
the
very good beheading.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Very clean.
Yeah, just
and
whap
blood
right
spurting
off.
out of the neck, close up. So
With her
then
tiny
they're
mouth.
gone.
She had such a tiny
Very
mouth.
tiny mouth.
So then we reintroduce Laura, the
Yes.
secretary,
Yes,
who comes
Is that
back.
her name?
her name's
the
Laura.
Squanch?
Her name's
The
Laura.
Squonk? The
Yeah.
Squonk?
The Squonk. Her name's Laura.
Whatever her name is? Okay, Laura.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she comes back right to the area, and
Yes.
she's like, and she finds Ventura, and he's not dead. It turns out, and we're like, oh, thank God,
Yes.
Ventura's still alive at this
Yes.
point, right? And so she heads out to find Simon because apparently Ventura wants Simon because this is like, okay, this is a plot to gain control of the bay.
Yeah.
Ventura and Simon have an agreement, but also Alberto and Renata have an agreement. You're following this?
Yeah. I'm only following it because we have only so many characters left.
Yep.
Right. So it's like, how are we going to get all of these together? So Laura finds Simon, the illegitimate son, and she's like, I'm here to warn you, like, we got to get back to the thing. And he's like, I'm going to fucking kill you.
You killed my mom. Yeah.
And we're like, what? Hold the press. What are we talking about? Explain what. So
right, because Simon thinks Laura killed the countess.
Okay. What actually happened there?
Don't ask me.
Oh,
I'm not the one to be asked.
Why are you asking me?
Maybe you're not the one either, Michaela.
Okay, wait.
All right.
Okay.
This is my problem with the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, it's got problems for sure.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Says the man who's watched this more than once.
Ventura wants to buy the land, right?
Yeah.
They go to the countess. She's like, "Fuck no, I'm taking a nap." And
Oh, that was a great scene.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I'm late
for my nap.
Yes.
amazing.
This is the energy I'm going into
she
this
is
year with.
a queen, and I want to be her.
Yes, love her.
So
Well, she also says something about, like, my husband did development.
yeah, my husband tried to develop it. Don't even mention that fucker. We have a terrible marriage, and he sucks.
And so we find out that the nightclub, the pool, and the gas station were all his things.
All his things.
Yes.
And it failed miserably, and he sucks, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, "Don't bother me anymore. I'm never, not in my life, ever. So Ventura and Laura devise a plan. She's going to seduce the Count and convince him to sell. Right? Like that's the thing. She's gonna
No.
It was to kill his wife.
Oh, to kill his wife. That's right. That's right. She's But was that always the plan?
I think so.
I thought didn't Ventura like tell her like we're gonna convince him to sell, and then
No, he
later
was
on?
like the plot is right here because they stole her diary where she
that's
wrote
right, that's right.
what is contextually later the suicide
That's right.
note.
Right.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and
I will
Simon,
agree with whatever you guys say.
so Simon knows about this.
Simon knows about this plan, right?
Yes.
They
The illegitimate child knows about this plan.
they bring him in on the plan.
Well, he's like, Laura, that's why I'm going to kill. He's going to kill her, right? Because you killed my mom.
But what? Oh,
So,
Sorry, off mic emergency. We're all good.
My bad.
That's why it sounded like we short circuited
Yeah.
for a second there. We're good.
Everything's fine.
so he
What
does
were we
kill
saying?
Laura in his little hut.
He does kill. Remind me again, because Simon is part of a plan with Ventura. What was the plan?
It almost felt like it was blackmail or something, but he is going to inherit the bay, and then he's going to sign it over somehow to Ventura, right? This
Correct.
is running at odds with Renata and Alberto, who think that she's the heir and she should get the whole.
So
the bay.
did Simon not think it was odd to be making this deal, and was he not suspicious? Like, oh, they're probably going to kill my mom if they're making this deal with me.
Right?
Right.
Because he still goes
Right.
through with the
Yeah.
deal, after,
Right.
but he kills Laura. I can't remember. How did he kill Laura?
He strangles her.
He strangles her
With a
on
phone
the
cord?
floor.
No, just with his hand.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that's right. There wasn't
In
there a
his- in
phone
his little
cord
shack,
strangulation?
yeah. They're like,
Right.
she like throws boiling water on his
Yeah,
face.
yeah, yeah, that's right.
But she ends up dead before he
tack-
leaves out there, right?
He tackles her on the ground and strangles her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Which I thought was a total waste because she's wearing all white.
I know.
There was no blood.
Bloody.
You're wearing all white. There should be blood.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway.
And so then Simon, we do see, seals the deal with Ventura. And so that makes Ventura now the owner of the property, the bay. And then
This was earlier in the day.
was it?
This was
because there's
this
a
was-
dead body.
This was earlier in the day before he kills Laura.
That's right, because you said it was the blonde's body. And so that is the German woman.
They had killed the 4 teenagers, and it was after that they strike the deal.
So Simon, okay,
but that's what brings me to who actually killed the 4 teenagers.
okay, so I'm going with this. Count Donati killed his wife.
Yes.
Simon killed Count Donati.
Yes.
And then Simon, as the protector of the land, killed the 4 teenagers.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
Yep.
with you on that. Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
all right.
Okay.
Because they were all killed with the same blade that we find out is
And
his.
it does seem
Right,
like
which he
it does
has.
seem like a
Also, that makes sense with the kind of slasher analogy, whereas like teenagers came into his territory and then he murdered them.
Simon's
Yeah.
That makes
he's
sense.
the
That
guy who
tracks.
like
That tracks.
this is my land.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So he is the Jason Voorhees
Yes.
of this story. That makes sense.
Because he's wearing Pamela Voorhees' shirt.
The sweater.
Literally the
sweater.
same sweater.
Right.
The same sweater. Yeah.
Or cardigan.
No, it's a sweater.
Sweater.
Yeah.
Okay. And but then Alberto kills Paolo because Paolo's going to call the cops.
yes.
Wait. All right. Alberto.
Alberto,
It was
Renata's husband.
yeah. Kills
Kills
Paolo. Yeah. that's
the
right.
bug guy.
Yeah,
Remember,
yeah,
they
yeah.
left the kids back in
Yep,
the
yeah.
in the trailer.
Yep.
You know. I just keep bringing that up because you got to
We'll get.
stick a
Yep.
pin
We'll
in
get
that.
that. Yep.
Keep that in your back
Yep.
pocket.
Yep.
And then, sorry, who kills the tarot card lady? I believe that's also Paolo.
I was gonna say we never know who
Oh, no.
kills
It's
her.
an axe to the
No,
head.
no. I think somebody actually does. I think it was Renata. I think Renata
Okay,
killed her.
I thought it was Renata, but I
Yeah.
wasn't sure.
How do we know it's Renata?
I think she admitted to it. Like Paolo did his murder, Renata did her murder, and then it's like now we just have to kill Simon, and then Alberto stabs Simon to death in like a hallway with a big long spear, and Simon dies great.
It's well lit. It looks agonizing. He is fully distressed in his death. Yeah, it's great because he gets stabbed against the wall. He dies against the wall, and we're just like, that spear can't hold up that
Yeah.
dead. Oh, he falls
It's
over
like,
on the.
it's
Yeah.
like outside of his shack.
Of
or
his
something.
shack, yeah, against the wall and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, that's Simon. Who killed? Who was saying killed Simon?
That was Alberto, Renata's
Yeah.
husband.
Yeah, because Renata.
Right,
he
Alberto,
He
yes,
gets blood
yes,
on his
yes.
hands, and he's like, "Oh,
'Cause
what
you're
is?"
Yeah, or he
whittling
does.
down-
Yes, he gets literal blood in his hands. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
you're whittling down like and pointing these people who want the land
Yeah.
against each other.
Yeah.
Like even though they have side deals, well, the other team is taking out your team.
It's a long version of like a Mexican standoff where we all have guns on each other.
Yeah.
We're not using guns. We're just slowly stabbing each other. And
Yeah.
they get eliminated one by one.
So at this point, I think the only people who are left, right, are Renata and Alberto are alive, and
And
Ventura,
Ventura.
who it turns
Right.
out, yes, he was he was wounded, but not mortally wounded.
Right, no, he was like stabbed in the hip with scissors. Yeah.
Yep. By Renata at the door we said earlier.
Yep. They had their fight.
When he came at her with the axe. And so he returns to, was it him returning to the nightclub?
No, it was. He went back to his house.
His architect house?
Renata and Alberto were at his house looking for the deed and the agreement that he made with Simon.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
So while
because this movie
yeah.
is about business contracts,
Yes.
not murder.
And so there is a struggle, sneak through the dark, and then two guys attacking each other. And one guy stabs the other with a knife as
Right.
Renata is like watching. And one figure rises and she's like, Alberto. And it turns out it is Alberto.
It is
Alberto
Alberto.
stabbed Ventura to death.
Yep.
So we're like, okay.
So we've got Renata and Alberto.
Yeah.
Are the yes.
And then they are shown burning the contract with
Right.
Simon. So it's like,
In the
okay.
fire.
Yeah.
Yep.
and she's like, we have my father, and no one can accuse him of anything now. Everything's good. I don't think everything's good. I think this
probably
is gonna
not. No.
Well,
It's like
there
there's
was-
lots of bodies.
There was a scene where someone is seen carrying, I believe it was Count Donati's body and throwing it back in the river. We find him once before, and it's disgusting, in Simon's boat
covered in squid.
Oh yeah, the squid.
with squid crawling all over his
Oh,
dead
it's
face.
very disgusting.
And
It's so good.
It like they cut to it once and you see the squid on his face and you think that's going to be it, and then they cut back and the squid like slowly slides down his face.
Right, and you see like the form of the face in the squid. and
Yeah.
everything. It's really good. It's really good.
We're saying squid, it might
Great
be
squid
octopus,
acting.
but
Great squid acting.
either way, there's a beak in there that was up on that. Like they have beaks,
Yeah,
and that beak was rubbing on it. Oh no,
it's gross.
it's so gross.
They are some of the
squid
most
beak.
disgusting.
Squid beak.
They shouldn't
creatures
have
on Earth.
beaks. It's
They
fucked
should.
up.
I agree.
Like this gelatinous blobby thing has a sharp beak that's going to bite me with
Only
inside of
birds
it.
with
Like
crystal plumages.
yes,
Yeah, beaks,
exactly.
Not squids.
Yes.
Ugh.
So gross. I hate it. The ocean is terrifying, and I never want to get go in it. About ankle deep is about as much as I get.
Bugs
Yeah,
are ankle deep. Right?
Yeah.
It's just as far as
Unless you
go,
can see what's going on a bright day.
Yeah.
The sun
no.
can-
Yeah.
Nope.
So at this point, because at one point, like I was rooting for somebody. I'm like, either
Were
it's
you?
gonna-
I wasn't.
I couldn't figure out who to root for.
Yeah, I was like Laura, and then I was like, I thought Ventura was maybe like, okay, he's like on the up and up, and he knows.
Maybe he could get out of it okay if he was on the up and up.
But then it turns out, no, he's dirty.
Yeah, he's got bad deals, and
And then it turns out Laura's dirty.
Everyone's dirty.
And it's like everyone's dirty and everyone's getting killed. And then the two folks who survive, they're dirty.
yeah.
Yep.
And they've killed everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So
Now
Well,
they're
they
not-
get what's coming to them.
And now they own the bay.
Yeah.
Right. Which is the whole point.
Yeah.
They own the bay of just built on blood.
and so they're like, okay, we should get out of here. And there's a scene where they're by their car and they're putting all their stuff in the car and they're packing up and ready to go. And like, honey, we won. This is great. And let's get out of here. And then
Hey, Mom.
a shotgun appears from screen right, pointed at the couple. They turn toward the couple. The shotgun fires and kills them both.
Shotgun fires once.
Yes,
Once.
both
It's
barrels.
a double barrel shotgun. Yeah, apparently apparently it's the shotgun from Phantasm 2 or whatever, where they got the four four barrels.
The shotgun has all the barrels.
Yeah.
So they are dead. Why?
This I thought was hilarious.
It was.
It is.
It is.
Hilarious.
But
I mean,
why?
It's sick, but hilarious. Okay, so why? I mean, Sean doesn't have
Hold
an
on.
answer.
I have no answer.
In nearly 700 episodes, this might be the most shocking ending I've ever
Shocking.
seen.
Out of nowhere.
What was-
no one could have seen it coming.
No.
Impossible
No.
to see it coming.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Was Torso the one that ended with the run through the Swiss Alps?
That
Where,
was,
where she goes crazy.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's opera.
Opera.
Where the two guys are like
Okay. Yeah.
car and everything.
That's a cool.
Oh,
That's
no, that was,
like.
Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward.
Okay.
Okay, where's
What-
the one where they were
the
running
Alps
through
with
the Swiss Alps with the dogs? Okay.
right? Is it?
Okay, that's like in the top 5 for sure.
It's crazy.
This
That was
one,
great.
like, I know it's probably recency bias, but like, I'm going to be thinking about this ending. This might drive me mad, honestly. Trying to like,
It should, Michaela.
yeah, because I don't know what it's trying to say. I don't know why it's relevant to anything. I don't, and the kids just run off going like,
And they
like,
run down
why?
to the bay.
Do you
yeah.
know anything about this
Did
movie?
we say what we're talking about? The children,
children-
fired the
The
shotgun.
two children who we've seen
We've seen
tangentially- yeah, right, maybe once.
Yeah.
Like looking as their parents drive away from them in a trailer,
Yeah. They
pull out a
fired.
shotgun,
Yeah.
and shoot their parents.
And they say mom and dad are really good at playing dead. And then like
Run off to play by the bay.
the tone it
Run off
doesn't
to
match
play
anything.
for
Yeah.
Julia. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
The tone matches if you remember the very end of Black Sabbath, where it showed Boris Karloff like riding on that horse, and then it
Yeah.
pulled back, and it was like, oh look, it's all a joke, it's all fake.
Yeah.
Right? It seems to be in keeping with that kind of like you've survived the movie this long, and now
Nothing matters.
it's just a joke. This is Mario Bava's like joke at the end.
I mean,
Did they watch
I
a
don't,
movie?
but I don't know if that's the same thing
No.
when you don't show the set.
Well, it's not. This
It's
is
Right.
not the same.
Right.
But what is the joke? The joke is that at the Bay of Blood,
We
like,
are the
all,
joke.
All
We
life,
are the joke.
Yeah.
all
The
life
audience
is
is the
cheap, right? Like the mosquito that dropped dead into it. It's like everything that comes in here is like tainted, fouled, and
Everything
died.
succumbs to the bay, I guess,
Yeah.
huh?
And
But
like
that wasn't established
the
well
parents
enough.
were awful, and so this was like cosmic comeuppance. Their kids have learned from them, and it's like a cycle repeating itself. I mean, it's just like it's doomy. It's very like depressingly doomy, but like hilarious in its execution, where you're just like, what? And I laughed, and so I was like,
How can you not?
That
How
was
can you
the
not?
intention of
Out
right?
of sheer psychosis, you're just like, I don't know what the world is anymore.
I don't remember that ending from the last time I watched it. I'm going to remember it now.
I
Yeah.
remember forever.
Yeah.
Why? Is there any specific explanation from the filmmakers about this ending?
Oh, I have no. I didn't actually
Okay, all right.
do my
That's
research.
okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. No. If there isn't, maybe we
I don't
live in that
want.
world.
I don't know if I want.
Maybe
to know.
yeah, right. Maybe we
Yeah.
live in that world, and
Is
that's
it one of those things where it's the art and you're
I-
just supposed to take your
Sure.
interpretation
I
from
think
it?
that's what I'm going to go with. I'm not going to recommend your movie because of it, but that's what I'm going to go with.
Well, I guess the movie. So the first way that I came to this movie was through a Swamp Thing comic book, and
How did that get you here?
Well, so in Alan Moore's Swamp Thing, and I can't remember it was like I don't remember the issue, but
Yeah.
a zombie goes to a theater, and he had posters. Like, and one of them was Twitch of the Death Nerve. And I'm like, what the fuck? I've never heard of this movie.
Yeah.
What is Twitch of the Death Nerve? And I guess when Bay of Blood was released here, that was the title that it was released under.
Yep.
And so I went and looked at the poster for it, and the poster says something like, it's got one of those great 70s, like, every single person that comes into this movie is going to have to be checked. I can't remember if it was by a doctor or something. Michaela, I think is looking.
I'm looking at it. It's
does it
fascinating.
say?
Okay. First of all, this is the poster where it's called Carnage. Apparently it was released as Carnage. But it says, warning, a special ambulance will be at the theater to assist any patrons overcome by the explicit horror in this movie. Continues on. There's a lot of text on this poster. Psycho had shock. Straw Dogs had violence. The Godfather had brutality. But nothing has quite prepared you for the unbelievable horror of Mario Bava's Carnage. And then it says, positively no refunds. Absolutely no children. You must be 16 or over. And then it's... okay. Today, Tuesday, May 9th, come see our free public previews of Carnage shown all day at 10, 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. See the first movie that dares to show hardcore violence. The second film rated V for violence, which Mark of the Devil was the first one rated.
Oh, that one had the
So,
barf bag.
Yes, yeah.
You had to
So
get the barf bag to see
they
Mark of the Devil.
piggybacked on that and said, well, we're the second film rated
Look
V
up
for
the-
violence.
No
Twitch of the
refunds
Death
is
Nerve
very
poster.
telling for this because you get a crowd that goes, "Hey, this made no sense.
Yeah.
I'm a refund." And they're like, "Nah."
This poster's a wall of text. Yeah.
No, but I love that because that's what it was. in,
Wait,
like,
it has
the
her
newspaper
sexy
back in the day.
death photo on it though. See, they knew what they were doing.
It's the way she crosses her legs in
Right,
there.
they
I
cross
think
their
is
legs
yeah.
and they still stand
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
And they have positively no refunds on her ass too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what's the one I'm looking for though? It's
Twitch of the Death
it's Twitch of the
Nerve.
Death Nerve. Okay, I'm gonna look up that one.
But I mean, I love this hucksterism that existed at
Oh,
that
yeah.
point in time to get
to
people
sell
to come and
something.
see
Oh,
your
yeah,
movie.
of course.
But I
That's
had
great.
never, I like saw that little poster, and so it was like, what is this movie? And then I found out it was called The Bay of Blood. It took me years to actually see
Is
it.
this one? This the one you're looking
Yeah.
at? Okay, it says the first motion picture to require a face-to-face warning. Diabolical, fiendish, savage, and you may not walk away from this one. Twitch of the Death Nerve. Every ticket holder must pass through the final warning station. We must warn you face-to-face. It says persons under 17 admitted when accompanied by a parent adult. However, they also must be warned. They may not walk away from this one.
I love
So
that they're always like,
Warning you.
they're challenging you. Can you take it? That is
Mm-hmm.
basically like the 70s, right? Are you up to the challenge of watching this movie? It's going to scar you.
Yeah.
Bring back
said
that
that
It's
marketing.
only a movie.
Yeah.
It's only a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Even when it's less than that. I don't know.
All right. Well, that's a Bay of Blood,
Bay of
a.k.a. Twitch of the Death Nerve, a.k.a. Carnage. Now we're going to go around the table and tell you whether or not we would recommend that you watch it. However, first of all, we're going to read some of your mail. And in order to do that, we're going to have to summon our mailman. His name's Igor. Bring us the mail.
Masters, the mail. I've got the mail. So many letters. Our followers are rising.
Once again, I'm low on ink.
Oh, you weren't here for that last week. Sean and I short circuit. We were like, "What is going on? Why does Igor have an
Why did we
iPad?"
suddenly
Yeah,
go digital.
yeah,
Yep.
Which is fine.
yeah.
I know I'm saving
It's just-
trees.
You just
Alamo Draft Houses, apparently for their menus.
All right. Okay, well, thank you, Igor.
thanks, Igor.
Thank you, Igor.
Do you think he's been to the Bay of Blood?
Stay away from the Bay, Igor.
Yeah. Is that how he died? One of his many times
One
dying.
of the times,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
He just got sucked
I
under
think
by the
he
Bay.
got killed by the squid guy, Simon. And may
Probably.
have been bitten by him. I don't know.
I think he apprenticed under him. I think he was a fisherman.
You think so?
I think so.
I positioned Igor more as a friend of the squids. But maybe that's just me. Maybe
He
that's
does
just me.
seem like he'd be a friend of the squids.
Right. I feel like he felt more in tune with them.
Yeah.
And, yeah, maybe Simon was not his best friend.
All right. Well, I guess we should let the good folks at home know how they can participate on this interactive portion of our show by following along on Facebook,
Facebook.com/Saturday Night Freak Show.
on X,
At Set Freak Show.
by email,
SaturdayNightFreakShow@yahoo.com.
and on Instagram at Saturday Night Freak Show. About tonight's movie, A Bay of Blood, Mark Harrison writes in and says, I prefer its alternate title, Twitch of the Death Nerve.
Yes.
It's a good one.
Anyway, who do you think killed who in the film?
Oh, I can't.
No.
We tried it out to
No.
figure that out for the past
I
hour.
refuse to answer your question.
I think we did. I think
we
spent
already
an
went
hour.
over that.
Yeah. No, it has been said whether we're right
Valid
or wrong,
question.
I don't know. Yeah.
Valid mailbag
No,
question,
oh,
though.
Michaela, you're right.
Yeah.
It is a valid question
Yeah.
because maybe I don't think he knows. That's why he's asking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Like,
seen it and
please
he's like, I'm not sure.
clarify this for
But that's
me.
why we exist providing this service.
That's
Yes.
very
I think
true.
we've nailed
Hopefully that was made clear by the
that
rest
very
of you. I don't think
convoluted
I made anything
episode.
clear.
I think we cracked it.
Yeah.
I hope.
Richard Krotzer says Giallo films always have the best titles.
They
True.
do. It's an
True.
art form.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Stig's Weird says, I love this movie. It gets more and more fun every time I see it. I went on a Bava binge during COVID, buying all the Kino Lorber Blu-rays, and it was money well spent.
Oh
go.
my God,
There you
that
go.
is a great. I love that for you. What a pleasant journey to go on.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
David Brown says, Bay of Blood is one of the best Giallo films and often cited by film historians as the first slasher movie. The great Italian director Mario Bava, in my opinion, was superior to Dario Argento, and who certainly has his share of good films, at least in his early in his career. Severin is just about to release a 4K 5-disc edition of Bay of Blood,
I'm sorry, what?
which I pre-ordered, so it's a great time for you guys to review it.
I'm going to look up how much it is right now.
5-disc
Yeah.
edition?
A 5-disc edition.
Wow.
And who did he say was doing that?
Severin.
Severin.
Who has?
Oh,
Severin
we wouldn't
released a-
exist without Severin. I don't think this podcast. Thank you, Severin.
Released a very a great edition of Tenebrae.
Oh,
It
really?
has, like all the insane version of the
Oh,
film
yeah,
and all
yeah,
that
yeah.
on 4K. It's beautiful. Has all the
this
great
looks-
special features.
It's
so
got
I
her
believe
sexy
Severin-
pose on the front.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Here, let me pull
all
it
right,
up
so
for you
that is
guys.
a
Yeah,
famous
let's see
sexy
this one.
pose.
Oops.
Apparently,
Hold on, there's pop-ups on the Severin
we
website.
liked it for a good reason because it.
Nice.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes.
it's really
We're looking at the
good.
new art.
I wonder. It's almost you guys. It follows.
Yeah. Oh,
The
shit.
legs and everything.
Yeah.
It is.
It is,
You've
yeah.
seen humanoids from the deep.
Yes.
That looks yes.
Yeah.
the poster work. Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh,
All right.
The spine on this is so thick. It's like a textbook. I want it.
It's got 5 discs.
I know.
Like
Oh my
it's-
God, the alternate artwork is so good too. Look at this one, guys. It's the curved machete hacking a squid around a face.
Oh,
And it's
I
called
love it.
Bloodbath.
If only
Yeah.
the movie was worth it.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Last week we watched a movie called Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare. Mike Welch writes in to let us know that because we were talking about the 3D segment
Yes.
of that movie,
Yes.
and we said I think it was ABC had a 3D.
Yeah,
movie
Holly,
night.
you would appreciate this. We talked about the TGIF 3D lineup week. You remember
Oh,
3D
yeah.
week?
I
yeah.
remember 3D week.
Yeah.
Well,
All right,
Mike
can you
Welch-
guess all the TV shows?
We pulled up the we pulled up the TV guide and read off all of
It was
them.
like
yeah.
7
It was a
shows.
lot more than you
Yeah.
thought it was. Yeah.
I bet it was.
Yeah.
Well, apparently we forgot about this one.
Oh,
because
okay.
Mike Welch says Fox had an Aroma Vision and 3D night in 1994
Aromavision.
that showed Living Single in Aroma Vision, Married with Children in 3D, and then Revenge of the Nerds 4 in Aroma Vision and 3D.
Wow. I had no
What
idea.
are you going to smell in Revenge of the Nerds 4?
Yeah.
You'd have to go
yeah.
back. Was it
Yikes.
Odorama? Aroma Vision something.
Yeah.
But yeah. He sent us the trailer for that,
love
that
it. Yes.
night. Travis Legler said about Freddy's Dead at the end of the movie, I don't think Freddy was trying to get his daughter to pick up the mantle. Having been dragged into the real world, he knew he was vulnerable and possibly could be killed forever. And I think he was trying to get her to stop attacking him so he wouldn't actually die. He was actually trying to take a chance that he could seduce her with the idea that maybe the dream demons would give her power like his. And that's how the end of the movie has always read to me.
Fair.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah.
I won't take it away from you.
Michael Whitaker says, now I want to see a straight-up John Waters directed A Nightmare on Elm Street and his cast of quirky Baltimore characters.
I do too. I would love it.
Divine.
It's A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Who's Divine in Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Divine
I like
is
John
Freddy.
Waters. I would like to see. I liked those parts of that movie. I wanted to go more in that direction, but
it's A Nightmare on Elm Street.
yeah, but
Wasn't that why we didn't
but
like it?
no, I didn't like it just because the whole movie didn't work for me. But it. We how many Freddy movies have we done at this point? 7, 8, 9. Let's get. Why not
Get
try
weird
new
with it.
things? Yeah, why
Let's get
not?
weird with it.
10 or
Colin, he's
9
been
times.
brought back to life by dog pee getting electrocuted. And you have a problem with the John Watersification of this franchise has done so many weird things that you know.
Totally
Color
weird.
has
Yeah.
limits.
Yeah.
David Brown says the main reason I never really liked this franchise
Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
is
yeah.
because it's hard to invest in a story where virtually anything can happen because it's all a dream. I kind of like the first one, but I do not own a copy of it and have only seen it a few times over the years.
I'm with him.
I'm
That's
with
fair.
him. No,
Yeah.
this man makes
I'm
good
with him.
points. Because if anything can happen, then is it like, well, you know, what matters?
I do remember that A Nightmare on Elm Street basically started this phenomena, which I didn't like in other movies, where you could never tell if what was happening was real or a
yeah,
dream.
I don't like that.
Like a character would wake up and
Because
it's like
filmmakers-
nothing really mattered.
Filmmakers will abuse that
Yes.
to no end. And I don't like that. So
But goddamn, Nightmare on Elm Street created that.
It did.
Like
Right.
kind of elastic reality in movies.
yeah, elastic reality is a good descriptor for that. I like that.
Although Prom Night 2, hello,
Mary Lou.
Yeah.
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 that was a pretty good one.
That was good. Didn't they have the veiny horse in the
Yes.
in the section?
I'm sad that
No,
I was not here
was
for
that
this
the Rage?
episode.
Carrie 3?
No, the veiny
The horse, the big rocking
veiny
horse.
rocking
Yeah, yeah.
That's the only thing I remember about that movie is the
Yeah, she
rocking
walks around
horse.
naked in the
Yeah.
locker room. There's
Yeah.
a veiny rocking
Yes.
horse.
Didn't she get
A
sucked
horny
into a-
rocking horse.
Mm-hmm.
Like a blackboard where all the letters
Yeah.
were like swirling.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because she went through. It was like
It
a
was like a
puddle and she
Nightmare on
went
Elm
through.
Street
Yeah.
movie.
Right. We
Yeah.
talked about how this was because it happened before Nightmare on Elm Street, didn't it?
No, that was
Or similar.
mid Nightmare on Elm
Was it?
Street.
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Wow, I really don't remember that movie.
Well, we want to say thank you to each of you who wrote in. We
Yes,
really
thank
appreciate
you.
it.
We love you
Much
for writing
appreciated.
in. We appreciate it.
Now we're going to go around the table and tell you what we thought of tonight's movie, A Bay of Blood, starting with.
Michaela, what did you think of A Bay of Blood?
I'm still looking at the
Yeah.
pre-order on Severin because it comes with a barf bag. So
Like,
So it did have a barf bag. when it came
apparently,
out.
this is a one for Carnage, but it does have the all the rated V for violence and all that stuff.
Sure.
And her sexy pose too.
They knew what they had with the sexy post. Okay.
Yeah, I've heard of this movie for a long time. The title's always kicked around. It's really interesting to me that our listeners picked this because, not even 2 months ago, I was watching the Shudder's 100 Scariest Movie Moments, and this was on there, and I was like, that is a Bava one I haven't seen. And why haven't I? Because I've heard of it. It's really well known, I
Right.
feel like. And so I asked Colin about it in our group chat, and Colin was like, yeah, I think you said it was worth watching, and it was worth checking out. And I was like, okay, cool. And then kind of put it in the back of my mind. And the next thing you know, it's listener request month picked. I loved it. I have yet to be disappointed by a Bava movie. The ending makes no sense and I don't get it. But I mean, I never could have seen that coming. I do think it is this is the proto slasher, not in early giallo. I think it's a slasher, but I enjoyed it. I loved the gore effects. It doesn't make sense, but a lot of movies we watch on here don't make sense. It is frustrating to follow at times, and it could use some fine tuning and tweaking, but I'm always down for a Mario Bava movie. I always have a good time with them, and they always show me something interesting that I probably haven't seen before. So I was delighted by it. An Italian horror movie, especially from the 70s, is just like a nice warm hug at this point every time we watch one. Delightful. Loved it. 2 thumbs way up. Maybe I'll pre-order this Blu-ray.
Wow.
They filled
Wow.
5 discs.
Who knows how many cuts and edits of this movie there are?
Wow.
I don't.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know,
That
Colin.
is
What
what
are the
the-
5 discs? You
Right,
know,
that is what you get with an Italian movie. It's like, how many re-edits of this movie were there?
Right.
In English language versus Italian and everything. Yeah.
maybe there'll be an explanation of the ending on there somewhere. Maybe
Michaela?
I'll understand what the
Michaela,
ending is.
There won't be. I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to get
You'll
it.
have
They could add 2 more discs to this. I don't think you're going to get it.
I think you're going to probably have like some.
But the journey to get to there might be great.
And it's funny because if you think about it, there is like a Stephen King movie in here, right? The Stephen King version of this is the bay is evil, right? And it draws people to it, and they do bad things when they're in the vicinity of it, right? That's that's the Stephen King story.
There's a Stephen King Americanized version.
Yeah, exactly. And we would hear someone say, "Don't go up to that bay; it's evil. There's bad water in that bay." But this movie, I guess, like there's a nugget of that idea in there, but that's not what the movie's about.
No, maybe go watch The Lake with the mom from Happy Days in it. There's a
what?
movie.
I've not seen this.
Oh, all right, I'll tell you about this later.
Okay, we'll talk about it later. Yeah, highly recommend. Loved it. Holly, what'd you think?
Yeah, I there was parts of it that I really enjoyed and parts of it that I really disliked. Like it's beautifully shot. We haven't talked about that a lot,
Yeah.
but it's
It looks
really
good.
beautifully shot.
It looks
and
good.
he shot it
yeah,
because he was
did.
a
He did.
photographer. Yeah,
it's
He did.
gorgeous.
Like,
and
and he, I think he loved like, oh, we have. I mean, it's a bay of blood, so we have the bay, and he's like,
He
all right, I
used
can,
it.
right, that's it.
Yeah.
I can focus on this, and I can use it.
Yeah.
Use the bay.
and we have night shots that are actually night.
Yeah,
that are really
that's
beautiful.
refreshing.
We have
Like,
some day for nights, which are
we
very
do,
day.
We do have some very
Yes.
day for nights. But yeah, it's beautifully shot. The colors are gorgeous. We see why this became so iconic. They're just so captivating. The kills were really good. The effects were phenomenal. Like we said, I think they'd still be good today. Like they're really good.
Very good.
My problem is that the fact that it was so confusing did like pull me out of the movie. It's so confusing that it's like annoying. And that's where I get hung up because the things that I liked about it, I really liked, but the fact that it was so confusing really did pull me out of it.
Yep.
So I didn't enjoy the entire movie. I thought the ending was insane. It was hilarious. I'm not
Fucking
gonna.
kids.
I'm
Kids.
not gonna forget that.
You can end this movie with fucking
Yeah.
kids and just be done.
I'm not going to forget that at all. That
No,
was ridiculous.
never.
However, if it wasn't for the four of us sitting here and examining and figuring it out, I still wouldn't understand the movie.
No, at all. I wouldn't get it.
I think we did crack it. I think we got there. But if it wasn't for this discussion, I still wouldn't understand the movie. So that to me is a huge ding. And it's what made me like on the fence about it. I think you should still watch it because it's beautiful. It's Mario Bava. There are things about it that you should see and you will appreciate. But just be aware that its problems are very problematic
Yeah.
and it may pull you out of the story. So I'm gonna recommend it, but with the caveat that there are more entertaining ones that will keep you the entire movie. But you should still experience this. So that's my thoughts. Colin, what'd you think?
I mean, I'm sitting here tonight having gone through, I don't know if it's a complete 180, but like I've changed my opinion on this movie where
before.
well, I saw it before, and like I said, it kind of was vaporware. I saw it. It was so convoluted. I didn't get it, and maybe my attention. I don't know, but I didn't process.
I understand your feelings, Colin.
So tonight, and I think it was like sitting around with you guys, and we were kind of talking back to it, and and hashing it out as it was happening. And I'm like, oh, I get it. So now I'm like, I see the whole movie. I see what they were going for.
Right.
I understand. I think
Problem, but I think most people are going to watch this by themselves and are going to be left going like,
yeah, but
That's why they need to listen to us.
if they've made it this far, it's
Yeah.
because
Fair point.
now they know everything that they're going to see it. Or if they were confused, now it's crystal clear to you.
oh,
you're welcome.
Oh, you
Okay.
stop. You
Okay.
stop. No.
But I was, I guess the things that it has going for it, I guess we weren't talking about it during the main review. Holly brought it up. The craft of this movie.
The craft is great.
The camera shots, we're saying shots, but it's like dolly shots and the movement and the shots he's put together, the transitions. It's like, I think we're looking it up because we said this guy has made movies
Yes.
prior to
I will
this.
say like some of his like panning over stuff got a little out of control because it started to make me feel motion sick.
Well,
he is going for it.
Yeah.
He did. There was a again. It's like maybe like a 90-degree pan of
Around
the
a
bay
tree and
that
those
he did it,
bays and-
morning, afternoon, night. It was the same one that,
Yeah.
kind of
And there
kept.
was also like around a room, just of things around the room, and it kept going and
Yeah.
going and going. I was like, Jesus Christ, you got to stop.
But it was, I thought that, it's like, well, this guy had done 10 movies prior to this, and obviously had worked in Italian cinema as grips and makeup visual effects and stuff like that. I mean, he was like a jack of all trades. And I guess that's why, Mario Bava, like the more you watch of his stuff, you're like, this is a guy who really never got his due until like the DVD era. And then it's like, oh my God, he's like one of the greatest like directors of all time, like for being able to pull off what he did with the, these relatively small budgets and even, across like a whole shitload of genres, Westerns, Hercules, movies, Giallos, co-created the Giallo and, the gore effects work, as we were saying, from Carlo Rambaldi is like, I mean, if you're a slasher fan and, I think slasher movies are always kind of defined as like the kill scenes, the set pieces become the story. Like that is the reason you go to see those
that's
movies.
the movie. Yeah.
I think that audience is probably, the one who would see this. And it's like, well, you're going to get that. I mean, you're going to get it delivered on those gory set pieces. And they stand up, I think, today. I'm going to say,
Yes.
Great work up there with, it was 71. So he didn't have the same technology that like Rick Baker or Tom Savini did later or Mark Shostrom, but I mean, like, this is, A++, buddy. That was fantastic. The plot's very convoluted. I get it. They're trying to do something new. They're trying to, it's kind of like, Giallos were always like based on Edgar Wallace, Agatha Christie stories. This is one of those where it turns out there's multiple murderers. So you couldn't guess that it was, who killed, everybody. Well, it was a bunch of different people, but I don't necessarily think that's a dig. Because even Noir's like The Big Sleep, and I think it was like, was it Raymond Chandler wrote that? Like even he didn't know who killed one of the characters in his own story.
I would point you to a modern movie called Hard Eyes.
Yeah.
And how that ends and who the killers are in that. As to how we're still doing kind of this thing where it's just like, it's a little confusing when we get to the end.
Yeah.
But what is the journey that gets you there?
This time I followed it though. I guess that's what I'm saying. Like all
right, this time, but this is viewing number what for you?
At least two.
At least two.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, based on my complete understanding of the movie, having seen it, I'm going to go like,
okay. Complete
well, it just means that we were sharp tonight and we're able to figure it out. And I was less sharp the first time that I saw it. So it's a movie that demands your attention.
It does.
Even then.
Even though I can't imagine that Italian audiences of the time are really like that invested in the the plots of those movies.
Right.
So and the ending when it arrives is like I thought it was darkly comic, hilarious, and it sent me off on the right note for ending that movie. So I would say that I enjoyed it, and I would recommend A Bay of Blood. Sean, what did you think?
I found Colin's message from 3 months ago where he stood on this movie for comparison's sake. So I went back to our group chat and searched for Bay of Blood and found it. October 24th, 2025, I asked Colin, I said, is Mario Bava's A Bay of Blood worth watching? I'm realizing I've never seen it. And Colin said, I recall it being pretty middle of the road. There's a double implement that was used in Friday the 13th Part 2. Had to consult my Letterboxd review. I gave it 2 stars.
Ouch. I'm gonna go revise that, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Where me, on the other hand, I'm going to go with the 2 stars because while I agree with I think our full consensus here is that the artistry of this movie is very good. Shot well. Effects are done very well. Everything artistically I really liked about this movie. The story is convoluted, confusing. I couldn't keep track of it. The fact that it's Italian, I couldn't keep track of anybody's names and what have you. It is too confusing for me to keep up with it and enjoy it as I'm watching it. And that's a problem if you're only going to watch the movie once. There's plenty of movies I've watched one time, gotten it great and all of that. I don't, if you, if you're not going to get this movie off the first watch, I think it's a problem. For me, maybe not for anybody else, but I have a problem with the fact that I come away with this movie on the first watch having no idea what's going on for most of it. I think it's a problem with the movie. I understand its historical value. I understand its production value because, again, I value it greatly. They did a lot of good stuff in this. The effects work I loved because some of that stuff is just, very affecting. Axe face, the machete in the face of the one guy. Like, the effects work is very good. But, man, if I can't follow this shit, like, what? I was too confused.
It was very frustrating.
I was frustrated, yes. I was frustrated with this movie, and for that, I can't... I recognize its historical significance, but, if you can't watch it once and follow it through, which I couldn't, and I consider myself a pretty smart guy, and I've seen enough movies where I should be able to follow this, I didn't get it. And so maybe I failed this movie, and this movie didn't fail me, but I don't know. I don't think I can recommend it.
All right, so that's 3-4, 1 against. Not a universal recommend for A Bay of Blood. Next week, we're also watching a movie that was chosen by
You.
Number 2 on the list is it a Spanish movie? It's
What is it? I don't know.
When Evil Lurks.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I
All right.
don't know this
It's
movie.
a recent movie.
It's a recent movie.
I've seen
I
it.
think all three of us have seen it. Us three have seen it.
I have not seen
Yeah.
it. I don't know what this is.
Okay. When Evil Lurks, coming at you next week on the Saturday Night Freak Show. We hope you'll join us. And until then, ladies and germs, the basement is going dark.